TMCnet at Astrocon 2008.
We're coming to you from Astrocon. It's the 5th annual Astrocon. This year it's being held in Glendale, Arizona. And with me right now is Allison Smith, the voice of Asterisk. Allison, welcome.
Hello, thanks.
So please tell our viewers a little bit about what you do.
Well, I'm a professional voice talent. I've been doing it full-time for probably about a dozen years. And yeah, that's how I came to work with Digium, as apparently they were looking for a voice talent and found my website probably in about 2003.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as the self-described, or as you're described as the voice of Asterisk, maybe you can expand on that a little bit and tell us about your relationship with Digium and how that's progressed.
Sure. Well, when they approached me, you know, they were kind of some hyperactive guys from Alabama, and it was just kind of fun. They sent me some prompts that were really quite unusual, which was a sort of a welcome departure from the usual IVR prompts that I voice. So I did them, and it was great, and didn't really think too much about it, didn't know anything about Digium, and really had no idea of how big Asterisk was going to grow. So it was probably good that I didn't ponder it too much, but it's turned into this amazing recurring line of work. I pretty much record for Digium and Asterisk every day. Every day there are prompts for me to record. Yes.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yep.
So in this industry, as I'm sure you're well aware by now, we discuss things like voice over IP and voice over frame relay, voice over ATM. But you seem to have focused on the voice over part of these things.
Yes.
How did you get into voiceovers originally?
It's a little bit indirect. I actually have a degree in theater from the University of Calgary. And the plan was always to be a theater actress, and I had some moderate success with that in film and commercials. But I always did radio commercials as a way of paying the bills in between the acting jobs. And long story short, it just sort of took over as my mainstay. The first IVR contract I had was with TELUS, which is the big telco conglomerate in Alberta, the province that I live in. And that was my first exposure to IVR, and found that I really, really enjoyed doing prompts. You almost get into kind of like a Zen-like state of doing prompts consistently, and so that they match and dovetail well. Yeah. Excellent.
Okay. So you mentioned that the Digium folks have asked you to record some interesting or unique prompts. What are some of the more unique prompts that you've recorded?
Some of the earlier ones were just sort of strange non sequiturs, like weasels have overtaken our phone system and things like that. And I'm not exactly sure where they would integrate something that offbeat, but apparently people love them. There was one prompt that I actually did for Mark Spencer, just as a creative thing that I was bored one night and did. It's known as "You Are Not the Next Caller in Line," and basically it starts off as a normal on-hold system where I'm thanking people for their call and reassuring them that they're the next caller in line. And then I slowly, gradually have a bit of a nervous breakdown and start saying, listen, you know what, you're not the next caller in line. In fact, chances are we're not even going to get to your call today. Hang up, spend time with your children, live your life. And, you know, I end up in tears. And these are the ones that people usually ask me about.
Right.
So,
that's great. That's pretty funny. Yeah. So are you ever surprised if you call into a business and you hear your own voice?
It is kind of strange, yes. I've gotten automated calls from our local cable company telling us that the cable was going to be out in our area, and it's me, you know, leaving the message for me. There's also kind of a famous story about Unwired Buyer, which is eBay's system where they call your cell phone to let you know that you've been outbid. And I'm a big eBayer, so it was only a matter of time before I got a call from automated me telling me that I'd been outbid.
Right.
And yes, I got into kind of a war about probably a handbag I was bidding on. And yes, I kept saying things like, you are not the top bidder, and I got angry and entered a new price, and yeah. So yeah, it is neat.
That's funny. So, and I have to ask you one more thing, and that is about, you mentioned handbags, and
yes.
so as a fashion accessory. So I guess that you've been known to wear some interesting things at Astrocon, namely an asterisk dress. Maybe you could tell our viewers a little bit about that?
The asterisk dress actually debuted last Astrocon. I just basically got a plain white dress and had a dressmaker put bright orange asterisks all over it, and it pretty much ended up on the internet immediately when I was spotted in that. This year, there's been an edition of the asterisk shoes, which are bright orange shoes with an asterisk on the top, a gift from Mark Spencer. So the look is gradually evolving.
Excellent. So
yes.
maybe we will see a line of asterisk handbags.
Maybe. Yes. Handbag, tiara, who knows what's next.
Excellent. Okay. Well, thank you very much for spending time with us today. So we've been speaking with Allison Smith, the voice of Asterisk. Thanks.